Alright guys, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu. Today we are solving accounting. We will be doing May-June 2023 7707 paper 12. Alright, so we will be doing 35 MCQs. So hope you guys are able to do it well. Also, before I start the paper, all revenue generated will be donated to Palestine. So please do make sure to like, subscribe and share my channel. Alright. So the first question says that what is the main function of bookkeeping? It says communicating information, interpreting information, recording information, and summarizing information. So look, the main purpose of bookkeeping is recording financial information in the books of accounts. So on that basis, our answer would be C, recording information. Next question it says, which components of a statement of financial position do descriptions 1, 2, and 3 relate to? So, finance and other resources that have been provided by the owner, money owed for goods supplied, unpaid expenses, loan made to the business, and then we have property owned by the business, amounts owed by the customers, and unsold goods and money in the bank. So, look, point 1 is capital invested by the owner. Alright, so we will eliminate A and B. Point 2 is payables or liability because it says money owed for goods supplied, unpaid expenses. So this is basically our liabilities. So based on that, we know it's not also C. And of course, property owned by the business, amounts owed by customers, all of these are assets. Alright, so the answer is D. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3 says, a check received from Kate, a credit customer, was dishonored. This means, for example, when they gave you the check, you went to the bank, and when you presented the check to the bank, the check bounced off. Yani it means that there was not enough money in the bank account. So how was this dishonored check recorded? So look, the account to be debited would be Kate because Kate still owes us money, and bank would be credited because our asset bank has decreased. So the answer is going to be B. Okay, moving on to question number 4. What does the sales ledger of a business contain? Accounts of trade payables, accounts of trade receivables, sales accounts, sales ledger, control account. So look, all sales ledgers, alright, of a business contain accounts of trade receivable. Alright. Question 5, it says, which action is an example of double entry bookkeeping? Alright, so double entry bookkeeping, option A, B, and D are making a journal entry to record correction of an error, and then B says making entries in sales journal and the sales ledger to record goods sold on credit. Then D says recording the purchase of goods on credit in the purchases journal and purchases account. So look, option A, B, and D are recording entries in the books of prime entry. Alright, we are recording all these entries in the books of prime entry and then posting in the ledger. So the answer is option C, because trade payables, recording a check paid to trade payables. Trade payables is debit in the ledger and bank is credit in the cash book because recording a check paid, check is paid. So this action is an example of double entry bookkeeping. Why? Because we debited the ledger and bank is credited. So the answer is C. Question number 6 we have over here. It says, what is true about cash discounts received? Alright, so look, they are recorded in the cash book, they increase profit for the year. So look, cash discount, whenever cash discount is received, of course your profit increases because it is additional income. So based on that, we will eliminate B and D. They are recorded in the cash book. C says that they are not recorded in the cash book. So cash discount received is an income for the business. It increases the profit. It is recorded on the credit side of the cash book. So it is actually recorded in the cash book. So the answer is A. Question 7. It says Tahir prepared a trial balance. He entered both the balance on discount allowed account 900 and bank overdraft 750 in the wrong column. Which total of the trial balance was higher, and what was the amount of the difference between the debit total and the credit total? So look, credit side of the trial balance will be higher as discount allowed of $900 is higher amount than bank overdraft of 750. This amount is higher than bank overdraft of 750. So what will happen? Credit side of trial balance. The credit side of the trial balance will be higher. First thing. Alright. So then it says since overdraft of 70 which was posted on the credit side, debit side has less than 150. Alright. Plus credit side more than 150, resulting in a difference of 300. So basically your debit side has been recorded by 150 less, and your credit side has been recorded by 150 more. So you go 150 up, you come 150 down, so the total difference is going to be of 300. So the answer is A. Alright. Question 8. Goods sold on credit to J Sharp were debited in error to the account of T Sharp. Which type of error has been made? So look, when the amount is posted in the correct class of account, the class of account is correct. Class of account is correct. Alright. But it's the wrong account. But the account is wrong. Wrong account. Alright, it is called error of commission. Question number 9. Okay, it says Khalid made entries in a suspense account to correct 2 errors found in his ledger accounts. Once the errors were corrected, the suspense account was closed. Alright, so error 1, $700 sales had been omitted from the sales account. And error 2, the purchases journal had been overcasted by 550. So which entry was made in the suspense account? So look, error 1, suspense, what we will do because of error 1, we will do suspense debit and sales credit. How much? 700. Okay. And then error 2, we will do suspense debit. Okay. And purchases credit. How much? 550. So we will now add 700 plus 550. It will give us 1250 on the credit side. Alright, question number 10. Question number 10. It says Maya depreciates her motor vehicles at 25% per annum using the straight line method. The cost of the motor vehicle is 15,000. The depreciation for the current financial year was incorrectly calculated at 15% per annum. How will correcting the error affect the profit for the year? So look, correct depreciation was how much? 15,000 multiplied by 25%. That will give you 3,750. This was the correct depreciation. But we depreciated at 15%, which is 2250. So we had undercasted depreciation by 1500. So profits will decrease by 1500 after the correction of error. So the answer is A. Okay. Question number 11. It says that Wasim received a bank statement. He found that the bank had charged interest twice in error, and that a dividend had been received on an investment. Now it says that Wasim then updated the cash book and prepared a bank reconciliation statement. Where did he record these two items? So look, bank error, interest charged twice, will be recorded in the bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so that way C and D will be eliminated. Whereas dividend will be recorded as a receipt in the updated cash book? So the answer is B. Question 12. Thambi is preparing her sales ledger control account. She needs to know the total for goods which had been returned by credit customers and the amount owed by credit customers which have been written off as irrecoverable. Where can she obtain this information? So look, goods returned from credit customers is recorded in sales returns journal. Alright, so you will eliminate A and B. Irrecoverable debts written off is recorded in the general journal. So the answer is D. Okay. Question number 13 now, guys. It says on 1st August, the sales ledger control account had a debit balance of $1,800. During August, the debt of $200 was written off as irrecoverable and $10,000 was received from credit customers. On 31st August, the credit customers owed $3,000. What was the total of credit sales in August? So look, in order to calculate credit sales, you will do 10,000 plus 200 plus 3,000 and you will subtract 1,800 because this is the previous balance. Alright, so you will get 11,400. Your answer is C, guys. Question 14. A wholesaler had the following transaction: sold goods 30,000 on credit, received checked 12,000 from sale of all fixtures at book value. How would these amounts be classified? So look, the main revenue for the business is sales it earned throughout the year. Thus 30,000 will be classified as revenue receipt. Okay, so we already know the answer is C, but I'll explain it even further. Buying and selling of non-current assets is capital expenditure and capital receipts respectively. Alright, thus 12,000 will be classified as capital receipts. Question number 15 now. A trader debited the cost of repairing office equipment to the office equipment account. How did this error affect the financial statement? So because of the error, office equipment repairing expense is understated. Alright, thus profit is overstated, and because profit is overstated, we will eliminate C and D. Office equipment, which is non-current asset, is also overstated. So the answer is going to be A. Alright, question number 16. It says a business bought two assets X and Y on 1st January 2022 for $2,000 each. It depreciates asset X by 10% per annum using straight line method and asset Y by 10% per annum using reducing balance method. So which statement is correct? So look, when we use straight line method, each year we depreciate the asset by the same amount. In reducing balance method, the asset is depreciated a lot higher in the initial years, in the beginning, and then the depreciation level tends to fall. So for example, in the first year you might charge 2,000 depreciation, in the second year you might charge 1,400, in the third year you might charge 800, like that. So which statement is correct? So assets will be depreciated before, so this asset, so under straight line method, a fixed amount of depreciation is charged every year. Under reducing balance method, higher amount is charged in initial years and lower amounts in later years. So option C is correct because asset X will be fully depreciated before asset Y. In 2022, the depreciation charge is the same for both methods. Alright, so C is the correct answer. Question 17, it says Ravi's financial year ends on 30th April. Ravi bought a motor vehicle for 8,000 on 1st May 2020 and sold it for 4,050 on 1st May 2022. He used his reducing balance method of depreciation at 20% per annum. What would be recorded in income statement for the year 30th April 2023 for the disposal of motor vehicle? So look, depreciation charged would be how much? From 1st May 2020 2020 till 30th April, alright, 2021, this whole depreciation would be 8,000 multiplied by 20%. So it's 1600. Alright. What's the book value now? Book value basically means cost of asset minus depreciation. It's 6400. Alright. Now, from 1st May 2021 till 30th April 2022. Alright. We will do 6400 multiplied by 20%, which is 1280. So how much is total depreciation now? Total depreciation is going to be now 1600 previous depreciation plus 1280 current depreciation. Alright, so it's 2880. Total depreciation charge is 2880. So now we have to calculate if we made a profit or loss. So look, 8,000 was the cost of the asset, depreciation is 2880. Alright, so let me calculate this for you. 8,000 minus 2880, I get 5120. So this is the cost of the asset, but I sold the asset for how much? If you look at the question, it says 4050. I sold the asset for 4050. So I subtract 4050 and I get 1070. So this is basically when book value, the book value which is 1520 is greater than selling price which is 4050, the business incurs a loss on disposal. So we actually made a loss of 1070. Alright. Question number 18. On 2nd January, Razia wrote of 450 owed to her by Annette, a credit customer, as irrecoverable. Okay. So he's an irrecoverable, yani we won't get money out of Annette. So on 2nd October, Annette paid 100 by check in part of settlement of that debt. So look, when debts written off or recovered, the amount received increases bank account. The amount received increases bank account. Bank would be debited, so we automatically eliminate C and D. On the other hand, bad debts recovered is revenue, alright, which is also increasing. Thus, bad debt recovered and income would be credited. So the answer is A. Question 19. It says Asha provided the following information about her inventory at the end of the financial year: product P and J, number of units, cost per units, selling price per unit. What was the total value of Asha's inventory? So look, the concept, this is cost, this is net realizable value. In accounting, we say that whichever is lower, we use that value. Alright, if the cost is lower, we use cost. If net realizable value is lower, we use net realizable value. Alright, so for product P, if you look, net realizable value is lower, so we will do 200 multiplied by 2, which is 400. And for product J, cost is lower, so we will do 300 multiplied by 3, which is 900. We will add both of them, we get 1300. So the answer is A. Okay. Question 20. Which groups contains only service businesses? Alright. So service industry comprises of firms providing services to customers. They do not trade in goods. Alright. They do not trade in goods at all. So language school, taxi firms, jewelry repairs are all service businesses. Alright. Question 21, guys. Hope you guys are able to understand everything so far. Question 21 says, what does the statement of financial position of a business show? So look, the statement of financial position of a business shows the assets and liabilities at a certain date. It is statement to show the authenticity of accounting. So assets is equals to capital plus liabilities. So it's A. Alright. 22. A trader pays her insurance premium on 1st January each year for the following 12 months. She made the following payments for insurance. Alright. How much did the trader include for insurance in her income statement for the year? Okay. So look. 1st January 2022, 1680. 1st January 2023, 1920. How much did the trader include for insurance in her income statement for the year ended 1st April to 31st December? We will do 1680, alright, multiply by 9 upon 12, which is 1260. Okay. Then from 1st Jan to 31st March, we will do 1920 multiply by 3 upon 12, okay, 480. So we will do 1260 plus 480. We will get an answer of 1740. The answer is B. Question 23, guys. Which item is added to the profit for the year in a partnership appropriation account? So look, interest on drawing is added to the profit of the year in the partnership appropriation account. Alright, it is an income for the firm. So the answer is B. 24. Question 24, it says that Abby and Ernie are in partnership. Ernie is entitled to an annual partnership salary of 3,000. They share residual profits and losses equally. The profit for the year ended 31st August 2022 was 12,600. On 1st September 2021, the partners' current account balances were as follows. What was the credit balance on Ernie's current account? Okay. So look, make Ernie's account like this. Ernie, current account. Alright. Balance BD, debit. 1400. Now look, salary is something which is earned. Alright. So we are going to write it on the credit side. Salary, 3,000. Profit is an income. Credit, profit. Alright. How much profits do they share? Look, it's 12,600. We will subtract 3,000 first because we want to find residual profit, which is 9,600, and they are shared equally. 9,600 divided by 2 will give you 4,800. So the answer is 4,800. So now you have to add 3,000 and 4,800. 3,000 plus 4,800 is 7,800, and you will subtract 1,400 from it. So you will subtract 1,400, you will get 6,400. So balance CD is actually 6,400. Total balance is 7,800, and then balance BD again 6,400. So the answer is C, guys. Question 25. What is meant by the term equity? So equity is a term used for ordinary share capital. It is total funds provided by shareholders. Alright. Question 26. Question 26 over here says that during the financial year, AB Limited paid debenture interest of 1,400 relating to the financial year. At the end of the year, debenture interest 700 was accrued. How was debenture interest shown in the financial statement for the year? So look, debenture interest paid 1,400 during the year, and accrued interest and expenses are recorded under financial charges in the income statement. Okay, so no entry is made in the statement of changes in equity. So the answer is going to be what? The answer is going to be B, because we will do 1,400 plus 700, which is 2,100, guys. Okay, 27. Which items are included in an income and expenditure account prepared for a sports club? So look, option 1 says cost of new furniture purchased during the year for the clubhouse. Option 2 says depreciation on furniture and sports equipment. Option 3 says rates for clubhouse paid in advance for next financial year. Option 4 says subscription that remain unpaid by club members at the end of the financial year. And I've spoken so much, I just get a sip of tea. The tea I'm drinking is like strawberry and banana flavored. It's really nice. I got it from Azerbaijan from a friend of mine. So, option 1 and 3 are recorded in statement of financial position, guys. Okay? These two, option 1 and 3, these are recorded in statement of financial position. So, the answer is going to be C. Why? Because depreciation is recorded under expenditure. Okay? And subscription dues are recorded under income. Alright, and the question was, what do we have to record in income and expenditure? So the answer is C. Now we will move on to question number 28. Question number 28 says, Melody is a music club. The club holds a music concert once every year. Prizes are awarded to musicians selected by a judge. The club provides the following information related to the music concert. What was the profit from the concert? Alright, so we have sales of concert tickets, purchase of concert prizes, sales of concert programs, payment of fee. So look, this is a very easy one. Just add all the revenues. So you will add 1500 and you will then add 150. Okay, you will subtract 450 and you will subtract 250. So you will actually do 1650. Add these and subtract 700. How did I get 700? I added these two. You get 950, guys. So 950 is your profit. Question 29 says a business provide the following information. What was the cost of raw materials consumed? So look, we have opening inventory of raw material, we have closing inventory of raw material, we have purchases of raw material, we have carriage inward. So look, cost of raw materials, you will add 15,000. Then you will add raw materials purchased. Then you will add carriage inwards on raw materials and you will subtract closing inventory. That's how you find it. Alright. So you guys will get an answer of 72,000, which is B. Question number 30. It says Ashwin started a business as a taxi driver on 1st January 2022. His taxi cost 5,000 and he paid $100 into a business bank account. He did not keep any accounting records. On 31st December 2022, he had 1750 in the business bank account. His taxi was valued at 4,000. He owed 50 to garage. During the year, he took 1,600 out of the business bank account as drawings. What was the profit for the year? So look, first of all, you guys need to calculate the closing capital. Closing capital would be closing, let me write CC, 750 plus 4,000 minus 50 is equals to 5,700. Alright, and then you will, in order to find profit, where did I get these amounts? The closing capital is 1750, alright, plus 4,000, the taxi was valued at 4,000 minus 50 which he owed to the garage. So for profit I will do closing capital plus drawings minus opening capital. Alright, so closing capital is 5,700, drawings is 1,600 and opening capital is 5,100. We will subtract 5,100, so we get 2,200. Alright. Question number 31. It says a trader did not keep a complete set of accounts. He provided the following information for the year. What were the purchases for the year? So look, we have opening trade payables, closing trade payables, payment to credit suppliers, cash discounts received. What were the purchases for the year? So we will do 9,800 plus 35,000 payments to credit suppliers plus 3,000 minus 5,000. Alright, so we get 42,800. So the answer is 42,800. Question 32. T Limited providing the following information. What was T Limited's return on capital employed? So look, return on capital employed is basically net profit subtracted from interest, divide it with capital employed. Capital employed basically means the equity plus debentures. Alright, multiply all of this with 100. So basically you will do net profit before interest is 29,200 upon your equity is now 192,000 plus your debentures are 20,000. Multiply this whole thing with 100. So you get 13.77. So the answer is B. Question number 33. It says Sabolo's liquid asset test ratio was higher on 1st January 2022 than it was on 31st December 2022. What could have caused this? Look, when liabilities decrease, liquid assets increases. So option A and C are not acceptable. Okay. Inventory is not taken into account in the calculation of ratios. So when trade receivables decrease, then current assets decrease as well. This decreases the liquid ratio in December. So our answer is going to be D. 34. We have the following ratios related to EVA and max: current ratio, liquid test ratio. Okay. An accounting student made the following statement. EVA can meet her current liabilities from her current assets more easily than Max. EVA can meet her current liabilities from her liquid assets more easily than Max. Max has insufficient current assets to meet his current liabilities. Max has sufficient liquid assets to meet his current liabilities. Which statements are correct? So look, EVA can meet her current liabilities from her liquid assets more easily than Max. We can already see that because it's 1.4:1. Okay. Max has a satisfactory liquid ratio of 1:1. Alright. Anything below is considered insufficient. Alright. So the answer is going to be D, 2 and 4. Max has sufficient liquid assets because it's 1:1. EVA can meet her current liabilities from her liquid assets more easily. 35. A cafe owner made no entry in her accounts for increased competition when another cafe opened nearby. Okay. Which accounting principles must apply? So look, only transactions related to business and carry monetary value are recorded in the books of accounts. So this is termed as money measurement concept. So the answer is C. If this past paper helped you, please do support me. Please do like, subscribe, share my channel. Revenue generated will be donated to Palestine. And I would really appreciate for you guys to support me in my journey. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Mention them in the comments below. Bye bye. Take care.